Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Membership starts at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining our campaigns, we do have open slots available. Starting next month, we will have open slots available in the 90s themed campaign. So we'll have 2 slots available in that one potentially. We have an open slot in this campaign. We have 2 open slots in the Saturday early campaign. And we are starting a brand new heist campaign bi-weekly on Saturday evenings at 7 p.m. That campaign has 2 open slots available in it as well. So if you're interested in joining in on any of these games and enjoying the fun, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Now, without further ado, go ahead and give us that recap, Damson.
So last time, we made our way down towards the docks to this little fishery where we suspect Bobby Brown has been taken to by a jealous lover, we assume? Kidnapped? We've seen movie plots like this before. As we start exploring the outside, the party kind of splits in 2 with Cat and Damson on one side, Ada, Duke, Flittish, and Stylax on the other. Damson and Cat make their way onto a boat and then onto a loading platform, while the others explore like a little dock off the back end, where they find some giant eggs beneath the waves. They retrieve one, cut it open, and find some kind of like fish person in there. As Damson and Cat start entering in towards this warehouse, we open the door and get seen by the kidnapper, who changes and lets out a shriek, stunning Damson and waking up all the other little fish critters that were underneath the dock. A fight ensued, and all of those ones we killed. As we explored the fishery, we went down to the basement where we found a door where the lock was hidden by illusionary magic. Ada was able to get the door open, and as we entered in, we found that this was an abandoned temple that Duke recognized as a temple to the way. As we started getting further and further, we found more of these fish human people, and Duke said to knock them out instead of killing them, saying that they could still be redeemed. Not wanting to get on Duke's bad side, we did so. As we started exploring further and further in, we found what looked to be an old training hall where we knocked out a bunch of these other fish people and another one of those higher ones that seemed to transform. As Stylax and Ada opened a door, and something giant and ugly is on the other side. That's where we left off, in the middle of combat.
So, as you have opened the door, Ada, and very swiftly fuck-nope the way out of that, you all see this horrible, shrieking creature. This foul-mouthed, abyssal-looking monstrosity soaking wet with water dripping off of the tendrils that lick around its face. You see it is currently positioned in a large bath. But then you see the tendrils begin licking their ways out, grasping onto the walls as it lets out an ungodly shriek. Crawling slowly out. Oh, sorry.
Like a
Gotta
squid,
make sure I do this right.
You just take it through. It can...
Gotta do the shriek sound effect.
With my throat, that ain't happening. Usually I would. It just goes, ah! But anyways, as it slowly writhes its way out of the pool, you see its body elongating, becoming larger and larger. as it enters into this chamber. Ada, you didn't stealth last turn, did you?
Yes, that's the last thing I did.
Ooh, and you successfully did it at that.
Yep.
Cool, that means Stylax. I'm so sad that he's not here. It's time to get whipped around by some hentai.
Oh. Oops.
I'm sorry. Asa, if you are watching this, I am sorry. It can't see Ada. So that means 3 attacks going after him.
Thylax, no!
Doesn't he, well, let me just check. He has some sort of diverting thing, right?
Yes, where he takes less damage from a hit that would hit him.
Right. What's that called?
Great question.
Deflect attacks? I think it's a 3rd level ability.
Oh yeah, there it is. Let me see. Attack roll hits you and its damage includes bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. You can take a reaction to reduce the attack's total damage. Yeah, I guess he's gonna reduce the crit.
Well, let's see what type of damage it deals. Bludgeoning. Cool. Go for it. Roll that.
So, 1d10 plus dex and monk level. Oh, okay. So... Alright, so
Wait.
he actually... Let's negate that. Do you want me to post it?
No, I remember the ability. I just can't remember what it's called.
It's deflect attacks.
Yep. Now we got it. However, I do require him to give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or become diseased.
Constipation saving throw?
Yes.
Alright, so Constitution. Oof. 8.
Well, he is currently diseased. After
Alright.
1 minute, the diseased creature's skin becomes translucent and slimy. The creature can't regain hit points unless it is underwater, and the disease can be removed only by heal or other disease-curing spells of 6th level or higher. When the creature is outside of a body of water, it is going to be taking some acid damage every 10 minutes. Now for the 26 that I assume hits him.
Yeah.
That'll be 9 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And that is the
Just
end
hope
of
we don't get
Mama.
close to Mama.
That's the end of Mama. Cat.
Seeing Starlight again, he's battling in. Oh crap. Be right back. Sorry.
Okay. This is going to be Stylax soon. I put it in the Discord.
This is the one problem with multi-streaming. Discord caused me to go into overload.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Oh, you typed
That-
something to me. That show is so funny.
Yeah.
Well, how about we
hang
do
on.
Flittish while we're waiting for Cat? Yeah.
Just a question. It says, because he reduced the damage to 0 on that crit, so it says he can redirect some of the attack's force and choose a creature you can see within 5 feet of yourself. But does that also include the same creature that made the attack?
No, it has to go at a different one.
Alright. Yeah, I thought so. It just didn't specify, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be utterly broken as a 3rd level ability.
Yeah.
The single strongest 3rd level ability in the game.
Yeah. Stop
Like-
hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Oh, you want to 1v1 me? All right, so while we're waiting for Cat, since they had to AFK very quickly, Flittish, go ahead. We'll use your turn, and then we'll go back to Cat.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna get on the right button here. I'm gonna come up here and attempt to bite Mama. Seafood. 19.
19 will do it.
That would be 11 piercing.
Ooh, nice. Now let's look at its special little features.
Oh, goody.
While underwater, all right, not relevant. While underwater, no, not relevant. Telepathy. Not relevant. Okay. Yeah, none of y'all are underwater. You're fine.
For now.
And that's it for me.
All right, Damson.
All right. That's a big nasty looking thing.
Yes.
So, yeah, I want to hold on to the orb of darkness that's in my pocket because that is what I can use for this, and I am going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Oh.
I'm going to choose Thunder damage
Thunder.
and roll an attack.
Thunder.
17 to hit for 13 points of thunder damage.
13. Oh yeah, it takes that thunder.
Boom. Let's see, to make sure. If you roll the same number on 2 or more of the d8s, nope, does not leap.
I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So are you all done, Damson?
Yeah.
All right, we are jumping back to you, Kat. We just skipped you and had other people go. We're going back to you now.
That's fine.
It was party members that win anyways.
Okay. Then, with this minion here, I'm going to bonk him non-lethal with my chain weapon greatsword. A 23.
23 is definitely... Wait, are you in melee?
Yeah.
Of the
Oh,
minion?
yeah, I forgot about that little guy. Yeah, that'll hit.
Just a little guy.
Look at the little guy. He's still there.
If I did.
All right. Anything special when it comes to that hit?
No, it's just non-lethal.
Okay, non-lethal is special. Good. Wanted to see if you remembered or not. That is another unconscious scum.
Alright.
Then, I will try and grab me without that. Okay, there you go, too.
Alright, I guess I can close out the scum character sheets. It's just the amulet now.
See, we helping.
Yeah.
And I shall go here. And attempt to strike Mama.
Do you have reach?
I'm not using the Grey Axe, I'm using a dagger to throw.
Okay.
Radiant.
I just imagine you yeet the greatsword and it turns into a tiny dagger.
God damn! Yeah, that hits.
$18 Radiant.
18?
8, sorry.
Okay.
Was looking at it.
I was wondering where you got the extra 10 from. I was not at this fucking level.
Yeah.
Alright, all done?
Instead of 18 myself, I kind of like, whoa. Viper it's still on their command to attack, so they are going to go over and swipe, seeing this is the biggest.
Yep.
They're still under the non-lethal wink command.
Yes.
Coming in rain.
That'll miss.
Swipe and a miss, and that's my turn.
Now, it is time for Mama's house. You hear this shriek coming from the creature as all of you have ganged up upon it and attacked it relentlessly. And as it shrieks, you feel this entire room begins quaking as you see a flood of water start to apparate from the walls and crashes inside, whipping and whirling. Each creature within 60 feet, yep, that's all of y'all, has to give me a strength saving throw. Unless you are higher than 5 feet off the ground.
Oh, that's nasty.
Cat failed.
Oof. I'll use heroic inspiration on that.
With your -2, go for it.
Yeah, I'll worth a try.
Yep.
Wow.
14.
That's about as best as you could hope for.
Yeah.
All right. Kat and Ada, as the water floods in here, you're immediately slammed down onto the ground as you feel the water pounding and pounding into you, knocking you prone and keeping you stuck there. Everyone else, you are not knocked prone. Don't worry, the water is only 5 feet high, so long as you are taller than 5 feet, you're fighting relatively normal. If you have a swim speed, you're fighting relatively normal. If you don't, you have disadvantage on all melee attacks and range attacks that do not come from a bow.
Right.
That's Mama's house. Sir
Is the
Duke,
water
It's 5
difficult
foot 2.
terrain?
She's okay.
what'd you say, Ada?
Ada is 5 foot 2, so she's okay.
Yeah, your forehead is sit. You can bob your way out of there and breathe still. Y'all remember when I
Cat's
asked if
fine.
any of you have swim speeds, right?
Yeah,
Cat's
no,
fine?
that's fine. I can breathe underwater.
So, Duke, your turn.
Foul creature! You must be the main culprit that has defiled this temple. I don't know what you're saying, but I am approaching.
This still.
I will get over here with my 30. Oh, that's the light.
The lantern moves 35 feet. Do you have a swim speed, Duke?
It will be 30 feet. I do not.
You are suffering from the difficult terrain.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Where's my light source? I'll bring it back.
Wait.
So that's my full movement. Oh yeah, fine. I'll use my action. Ah, shit. All right, I will use my action to dash to close the distance.
You are approaching.
Indeed, I am, and I will use my bonus action to switch my hunter's mark over to Mama.
Mama.
That's my action, my bonus action, and that would be my movement to go 30 feet.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, I'm under the thing.
Oh, yeah, let me... I'll just move the body out to the hall. There you go.
Perfect. That is my turn.
At the end of your turn, Mama is going to use her first legendary action. Now that there's someone else to bully other than Stylax, Fliddish, you bit it, right? It's going to tail you.
Yes.
28 to hit.
That will hit.
Jeez.
8 bludgeoning.
Ouch.
Yep. Dude. We're sorry, Stylax.
All right. Well, he. I'm not sure how many key points he has. Oh, it says there. Okay, so. He's probably gonna use a flurry of blows. So that's okay. So he gets 4 attacks there with the bonus action.
If he uses a key point, he'll get 4 attacks. Yep.
Yeah. Is that including on? Could he use the spear as part of that?
The
Or is that
spear?
only on arms? Yeah, the spear he's got.
For his normal attacks, he can do the spear, but for his offhand, it has to be unarmed.
Okay, so he'll attack twice with the spear and then 2 times with the unarmed strike.
Yep.
Hey.
Ooh, that's fair.
Nice.
So 13 damage.
Ooh. There is an effect that happens, though.
Please don't see she explodes.
The mucus cloud. He has to give a con save.
I
Alright.
knew it. Luke, your
14.
temple's disgusting.
So, just makes it then.
Ugh, he
Oh, he's
punches
already-
into it and pulls the mucus off with his spear. Ah! It just starts flicking it off. Just looks like you remember the ogre scene in Harry Potter with the wand?
Right.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite.
Yep.
Troll in the
Let's see.
dungeon.
Oh, that was a one-handed. No, it's okay. Yeah. So, second attack with spear, 15 to hit.
15 is gonna miss.
All right, and 2 attacks. Let's see, martial arts. So, 24.
24 will hit.
9 damage.
Another con save, please.
Yep. And last attack is a fumble.
He gags a little bit after.
Yeah.
That's a check, not a save. Have to re-roll it.
Oh yeah. 19.
All right, he is not getting diseased by the other stuff. Just the first thing.
All right. Yeah, I suppose he'll stay in melee.
All right. At the end of his turn, it's going to use its next legendary action and smack a motherfucker with the tail. 13 misses Stylax. Ada.
Yep. All right. I am going to. Yeah, I don't want to stay close to this thing.
You're still hiding. You're just prone hiding.
Yeah. Well, I'll stand up and stab.
That's where you were, Ada. Couldn't see you over there.
Yeah. It's just a bit deep water here.
You have advantage still. You're not fully submerged under the water.
All right, 24. So, 25 damage.
Damn. I need to give this thing more hit points.
And all right, so half movement to stand up, and it's difficult terrain, right?
Correct.
So bonus action, disengage, and move over there. And that's my turn.
All
Oh,
right.
wait, I would, if it's difficult terrain, I would get there. Do we round up or down?
Round down. The new system is round down on everything,
All right.
unless specified.
So I'll still be there then. Ooh.
Wait. Oh yeah, difficult terrain and prone. Yeah. So bonus action disengage. Just wading through the water, trying to keep your head
yeah,
afloat.
yeah, I did bonus action disengage, but it doesn't matter because I'll do bonus action dash instead and risk getting hit.
All right, it will attack Avat with one of its tentacles.
Yeah,
26.
yeah, that hits.
Con save.
Oh, that's Stylax.
Ooh, 8 bludgeoning.
All right. Come on.
You are now diseased.
Yeah.
They just ripped the nene at you.
And 8 damage.
And 8 bludgeoning, yeah.
Yep.
And at the end of your turn, legendary action. It is going to use its tail swipe. Well, it wanted to hit Ada, because Ada just hit it for a lot. But now Ada's gone. So... Cat, did you stab it? No, you missed.
I threw. Yeah.
Yeah, you missed. So, Duke, you're getting tailed. 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
13 bludgeoning damage.
Hold on, I gotta roll concentration. Hunter's mark.
Ooh, DC 10. No.
There goes my hunter's mark. Oh,
Hunter's mark is gone. And now, it's time for Mama. Yeah, I guess it's just going to go for 3 hentai slaps. First one, Stylax. 17 to hit. Ada, does that hit Stylax?
Let me double check here. Where's the AC again?
At the top.
Oh, 19.
All right, that misses. Next tentacle goes after Flittish. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Constitution saving throw. You are now diseased by the creature and suffer 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the third one is going after... You know what, Cat? You have yet to actually be hit by it, so it's going to slam at you. You have yet to actually be hit by it.
It's still yet to be.
Nah. I'm in the water. I'm a catfish.
And it is going to swim into the chamber with all of you. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, right there. No, it's not deep enough yet to actually be over top of you, so... Cat. You are fully submerged under the water. Do you have a swim speed?
In technicalities, yes. Free action of alter self. Now I can breathe and
Is it
swim.
a free action to alter self, or is it a magic action?
It's a free action.
Can you roll the spell in chat for me? Or the ability?
Yes, I can get you the feature. Do.
Should probably roll the Constitution save when I hit it, right?
On what?
The mucus cloud thing.
Oh, that's not a spell.
How?
Oh, you should
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant it should roll. I was like, no, it's not concentrating on anything.
No. Yeah, because I rolled when it hit me. I hit it. Alright, so...
How do I send it
14.
out?
Do you
There
see,
should
like,
be a
speech
chat bubble. Yeah.
I do not see the chat bubble.
All right, what's the ability
Yes.
called?
It is part of the Eldritch Invocations Altered Self.
Investment of the Chain Master. It's called Alter Self.
No, it is called. I have it here. Lots of text. I apologize.
Yeah, that's fine. Pact Magic, Eldritch Invocation, Thirsting Blade, Pact of the Chain, Pact of the Blade, Master of the Myriad Form. I assume it's that one.
Yes.
Okay. And it didn't pop out any of the actual information. You son of a bitch. You can
Okay.
cast it without expending a spell slot. You still have all of the other restrictions.
On Okay, so the sheet's lying to me? Okay.
I mean, I read it from the sheet. You can cast Alter Self without expending a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
And reading...
Underneath...
Yeah.
Go on.
And reading the spell itself, you alter your physical form, choose one of the following options. Its effects last for the duration, during which you can take a magic action to replace the option you choose with a different one.
Okay. Then I will use the magical action to change that into... so I can swim and breathe.
Okay. Now you immediately flood your lungs as you take the vocal components to cast the spell. However, now you can breathe the water that you just swallowed. Whew. There you go. It's an action, but now you can fight down here without being inhibited by anything. Your ranged attacks that aren't from bows are still at disadvantage, but your melees are perfectly fine.
And just go back one and swim to the top and throw one of my daggers. Weak dagger.
I am renaming you Fish.
Yeah.
20.
20 will hit.
Take radiant damage.
6. All done, Cat?
And Viper takes a swipe.
Yep. Viper is flying, so Viper is chilling. The chamber is 20 feet tall, so they have a lot of space. 9 misses.
9 misses.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Right. Flittish.
Flittish is going to take this opportunity to switch her form to her seal form. Thanks for that.
That's what seals sound like, right?
Something like that, yeah.
That or Pokemon goes
Sounded
feel,
like-
feel.
So, bonus action to shift. Unfortunately, she does not do as much damage, but that's okay.
It's from a rose. That song is so creepy if you actually read the lyrics. Like, it's creepy.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're gonna... That, and... I am a seal.
Seal.
And I'm going to bite. Attempt to bite.
You nibble. You all just watch as the wolf shifts. Or you describe it. You like describing this stuff.
Her massive wolf form sort of melts away and she becomes a water puppy. With that, like, all of her fur kind of pulls into her body and she just shrinks in size, and then she is going to swim away.
All right. It has its reaction back, right?
I don't know, does it?
It does.
Oh, goody.
It had a turn.
I thought I whacked at Ada, or tried to.
It did, and
Yeah,
then
I
it
tried.
went after Ada, so it has its reaction back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to try to slam at the Thiel. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh!
Oh, I should have.
8 bludgeoning damage and a con save. Let's look at this token you picked. That is the most horrifying looking seal I've ever seen.
With her tiny little teeth that did nothing.
I liked it.
It's
You said it was 8
horrifying.
bludgeoning.
Yes. And con save. Alright, you're good. Now it's going to use its legendary action to tail at Stylax, because this motherfucker still hasn't really been hit. 24?
Yeah. He's gonna deflect that as well.
Alright, go for it.
Wait,
Just roll the damage. It'll do it for you.
Yeah.
No damage. Damn.
Woohoo.
Alright, fuck this shit. Mama's house.
Wait, you skipped me.
Oh, Damson, I apologize. Damson's
think-
house.
When I switched tokens, I took myself off of the turn order.
Re-roll it. You were 9. Plus
Yeah, you were
tiebreaker.
just after Cat.
I was after Cat.
Yeah. All right, Damson.
I would like to. Let me just double check. Is this a bonus action? I would like to spread my wings and fly above the water.
I spread my wings and I learn how to fly. Okay. How high
So
above the
out of-
water?
How tall did you say these ceilings were?
20 feet.
Yeah, I'll probably be at like the 15-foot mark. Or 14 foot, since height and everything.
Okay. So your feet are 15
Are-
feet off the ground? Or your head is 15 feet off the ground?
Head is 15, or head's at the 20-foot mark, but because I'm like 6'7", its feet are like, 4,
Okay.
12, 14.
So you're good until it floods 15 feet.
And yeah, I want to do another chromatic orb. I'm gonna do it at second level though.
Ooh. Whew. For 9.
Wait, that didn't add the extra dice, did it?
3d8? Is it 3d8
Oh.
at first?
Oh wait, no, sorry. Then I do it at first because the +2 is how many times you can jump. Which it does jump.
Yeah, you could hit Stylax or Viper with it. Or Duke.
Can it jump and jump back?
No.
Well, it can hit one tentacle, then the other tentacle.
No. Different creature. Still, it's all one creature.
To a different target you choose within range. I could choose Ada.
You could.
She's a light source.
Just, ow!
You know, no, I'm not going to have it leap. It's just going to stay there. I'm going to go 5 and 15. And that'll do it.
Alrighty then. Now, Mama's house. I need each of you to give me a strength saving throw or be knocked prone as the chamber floods with an additional 5 feet of water.
I should be fine then, right?
Yeah. You're above the water. How high up is Viper, Cat?
She should be at least 10.
At least 10.
So-
So more than... Okay, then Cat, it's fine until the chamber fills up even more. Because you have a swim speed, Cat, you are immune to this effect.
Okay.
Anyone else with swim speeds?
Flittish.
Fliddish.
You are also immune to the effect?
Just see us just swimming around. Whee!
Just circles.
Actually, how much of the room is draining? Because we still have the door open.
Nowhere near enough to circumvent that.
Oh, we have to open up the other door. Got it.
All right, so Duke rolled, Ada rolled, Stylax?
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh.
So, Ada, you're successful, right? 14? Yeah, look at that, Ada. You're not knocked prone again. You put yourself right up against the wall for a reason.
Nice. Hey, so if 14 makes it, I would have succeeded the first time.
Yeah, it is a DC 14. I think I read the 5 from the deep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you
Right.
you can move a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
So Duke, you are now prone.
Nice.
Stylax is now prone. Yeah.
No, it's I wouldn't have been prone then, so I could have disengaged and gotten out.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
AOO, but
Yeah. Just get back those hit points. It's fine. So yeah, Duke and Stylax is now prone. Now that the water is 10 feet deep, unless you are outside of the water height-wise or have a swim speed, all of your attacks other than with bows are at disadvantage. Duke.
Okay, I am under the water. I cannot breathe. I will first use half my movement to stand up from prone. I will then, I will use 5 feet to swim up so I can grab some air.
Do you have a swim speed?
I do not.
Well, you can roll me an athletics check and find out if you can swim upwards wearing all that heavy armor. I am going to give you disadvantage.
That's fair.
You're wearing heavy armor. It's he's so
where is-
heavy.
Athletics at disadvantage.
He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Hey,
I said disadvantage. Fuck yeah, you push your way. You don't even really swim. You just squat and push with all of the force in your legs to get yourself up where you go. Take a breath.
as I take a deep breath, I will also use my bonus action to take a second wind. Okay, where the hell is this ability? There it is. For 8 points of healing. And then, shit.
Second wind has a lot more text to it now than that.
Let's see. And then I will, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna swing with my action.
Okay.
Are they at disadvantage?
All of your attacks are at disadvantage while under the water. Yeah.
That's fair. Attack.
Unless you have a swim speed.
14.
14 will miss.
And, yeah,
9 will miss.
that's all I got.
Fighting a fish in the water is difficult. At the end of your turn, it'll use its final legendary action to tail swipe at Stylax again. God damn.
Oh my god.
Alex taking all the crits today.
Yeah.
21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Stylax, we thank you for your service.
Well, at least he hasn't taken any damage.
Well, he was also prone. I should have rolled at advantage, but yeah, it's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, we hit.
He used his reaction already, so. Yeah.
Yep. All right, now it's his turn. He's doing his job. He's tanking.
Yeah. Alright, so he's prone now. He'll get up and attack twice with. Actually, I think he'll use a key point and infuse his unarmed strikes with lightning damage.
Okay. He does still have disadvantage attacking while underwater.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, maybe he won't do that then. Yeah, I think he'll.
Can I make a suggestion?
No.
Okay.
I just have to familiarize myself a bit with his abilities. Wait, he has a elemental achievement. What's that? Okay, so he can actually attack from with reach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he'll do that. And yeah. Yeah. So let's see. He still has to use the. All right. He'll take a step back, risking an attack opportunity from that.
Doesn't take it. Doesn't have a reaction.
Okay, nice. And then he'll use the elemental attunement to gain reach and attack from there with his unarmed strike.
Disadvantage on his attacks while underwater.
Right, 16 to hit.
Just barely misses.
Oh. All right. Second attack is 21.
Disadvantage to hit.
Yeah, that's with disadvantage. I rolled twice, 21 and 30.
He did not roll a 30 to hit.
No, I
did.
What's that D8?
Oh, that
do you
shouldn't be on the attack. What is that? Well, he rolled a 15 on the dice.
Which 15 misses.
It added the d8 to his attack roll and not the damage.
Yeah.
So it's 15 plus 3, plus 8, I mean. So it's 23 and 21. That's what he got with the disadvantage.
No, the other one also added the D8 for 8 more. He rolled a 5 plus 8.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which
Okay,
misses.
so both misses. Yeah.
This might explain why he has such an absurd to hit.
Yeah.
We'll fix it.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right.
Believe it or not, a bardic inspiration on every hit is pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess he's done then. Yeah, that's actually.
Alrighty. Ada, your turn. You are not prone, but you do have disadvantage on all of your attacks.
Yeah. Is there anything in the room that I can get up on top of?
Ooh, good question. Perception check. This is not your action.
All right. 13.
13. When it was just a little bit flooded, you could have stood on top of the training dummies over here. But the only thing you can see high enough is there does appear to be a shelf in this room.
All right. And
But it's in that room that's also flooded.
yeah, is there a training dummy there as well?
Yes.
All right.
It'll get your head out of the water, but you'll still be submerged for your attacks.
All right. So I can't use ranged attacks then with short bow.
If it's a bow, you're perfectly fine without disadvantage.
All right. So I'll move over.
It's all
and...
other range attacks other than bow are at disadvantage.
Okay. So I'll move over there and get up on top of that dummy then, just standing on his shoulders and firing. Short bow.
13. That's the piercing damage.
Yeah,
9
yeah,
misses.
It's 9 to hit. So yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's my turn.
All right.
I'll do a bonus action hide if I can just get
Behind the
one-
dummy.
Yeah, kind of just over there. So there we go. 18.
Perfect. All right, Mama gets to go now. Mama has 3 tentacle attacks. Stylax is still within range, so he's getting the first one. You did subtract the 21 hit points from him, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't do it on his wave. So. Oh yeah, he should have been.
Yeah, his token isn't updating.
Yeah. I updated it. He's at a lot less.
Yeah, yes.
So 20 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
7 bludgeoning.
Now he'll use his reaction.
All right. Next, or con save. Wait, he's already diseased by the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so never mind.
Just gotta find his reaction here. So there we go. All right, so
He's real consistent with those. Next one is going after you, Duke. 17 to hit.
Duke will use his reaction to do a telekinetic shield as I cast this shield spell.
Does that require a verbal component?
I don't believe it might actually. Let me double check. Where are my spells?
Shield is verbal.
Damn it.
But does it require you to because it's telekinetic?
Well, no. This is the actual shield spell.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a special telekinesis feature.
Yeah, so if I can't use the shield spell...
Oh, you can, but you immediately begin drowning as your lungs fill with water.
Didn't you push yourself to the surface of the water?
He can, but that doesn't get the water out. You need a medicine check, DC 14, to get the water out of your lungs after swallowing it. Cat was fine because Cat immediately grew gills and became fish.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to let it hit.
Alrighty. That'll be 10 bludgeoning damage.
I will then use my telekinetic shield instead to reduce the damage by 1d8 plus my intelligence modifier.
And that doesn't use a purple component.
So I reduce it by 10.
Perfect.
A gentle caress of the tentacle.
Mm-hmm. But you still have to give the con save for the disease if you don't already have it.
I believe I ever had to roll yet.
Right.
I should have had to roll once because it hit me at least once, though.
And it'll swim higher into the chamber, still staying within melee of everybody, to swipe at Viper, who is yet to be hit by anything, and that's just offensive.
Ugh.
You are diseased, Duke. Viper will suffer 10 points of bludgeoning. Real consistent. Catfish.
Okay,
Can't wait for cat dog.
Seeing that Viper's being attacked by Mama, and it's like, what the hell? What the hell? Really? What?
Everyone drowns.
They take out the bell and start ringing it. Toll the bell. Ring, 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 ring.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
Ooh. Four.
No. Please take a nice, healthy 14 necrotic.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
I rolled the wrong.
I rolled check.
Oh,
Sorry, I have to
okay.
roll save.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I rolled wrong as well.
Wait a second. $15.
Still no.
Okay. Roll the proper damage.
Okie dokie. Is damage 2d12.
Oh, 14 still.
14 still.
I saw the 10 on my screen. I was... That's a good tell or bell ringing. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, I don't need to speak that one. How's that feel? How's that feel when Viper swipes? An
18 will
18?
hit. That'll be
And
8
4
radiant.
4. Yeah.
Or it doesn't have resistances, so it takes it. Ooh, it is looking very hurt now.
And I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to use my Misty Step feature to bamf over here and give Starlight some temp health.
Okay, nice.
Here you go, my friend. Oh, take that juicy 10.
Stylax has 10 temp HPs now. It's going to use a legendary action because you kind of fucked it up a little bit there, Cat. So it's going to try to... Or wait, were you done?
Yeah, I'm done now.
Okay, Tail. 23 to hit.
To who?
You. 14
Yeah.
bludgeoning.
Okay, minus 14.
Flid fish? Flidish?
I like to say seal dish.
Seal dish. Yeah, I'm gonna Starry Wisp.
Oh.
You can do that in fish form?
Yeah, Moon Druid.
Hell yeah, Moon Druids. Well, that'll hit.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting two creatures to turn into fish.
12.
Still attacking them.
12 radiant damage, and if I recall, there's going to be some sort of glowing effect. Of course, my sheet does not want to cooperate. Give me 1 second.
Details right here. It emits dim light in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the invisible condition. Norsh.
Now, Mama's glowing.
Uh-huh.
And I will scarper off in this direction.
It will use its reaction, which it has back,
Of course.
to Tentacle Slam. Psh. 27.
Ouch.
9 bludgeoning and con save.
And bother. So there goes my temp. Let me do the con save real quick. While I fight with that. Con save. 15.
All right, you're good. And at the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action to tail swipe at... Duke, you haven't gotten hit recently, right?
Come at me. It can try. Ah, shit.
22. We love 22. 11 bludgeoning. Damn, son. You see the chamber's already beginning to fill up with more water.
Tried and true. Magic missile. At second.
All right, it will cast its first spell of shield. No, go on.
Is it gonna roll the damage? No. Okay, so R44 plus 4.
Holy shit! How do you want to do this?
I want one missile going into each one of the eyes, and then the third one down the throat.
As it just... You all watch as this glowing purple light emanates into the creature, shining brightly as its skull bursts, spraying its gore all inside of the water. But wait, we're not out of initiative yet. Damson, anything else?
I'll look over to Duke. Duke, open up that other door to get the water out of here.
All right. Mama's house. Strength save unless you have a swim speed.
I should still be good this round.
Yes, yeah, you're out of the water. Duke is good. Stylax is prone. Ada is prone. Now, Duke, your turn.
Instructions that she has given and try to swim over and open the door.
Alrighty. You go. Wait, that one over there, it's already open.
Oh,
No,
sorry,
that
that
one.
one.
Okay. As you open the chamber, I now need you to give me another strength save, as now the vortex of water dragging you forward into the chamber is happening. I need I need Stylax on this side to give it at disadvantage. Ada on this side to give it at disadvantage.
Strength save.
Mm-hmm.
5 on Stylex.
He floods through the chamber.
Oh, yeah. I rolled. Yeah. But
You flood through the chamber as well. However, now that the water is flooding outwards, everyone, we are out of initiative. And we're going to go on break. We'll be right back.
Nice.
Not pizza.
Congratulations, Ilvorn. You're not eating pizza. Anyways. Welcome back, everybody. Where last we left off, you all had vanquished Mama and allowed the chamber that was flooding water in order to spread out through the entirety of this vast network of rooms and locations. As you all begin catching your breath, literally, from the fight that took place underwater, you all begin to stand up and return back to the game. So let me go.
The hell is this? The fuck is this slime thing?
Is everyone alright? Is anyone seriously hurt?
Stylax is a bit. I'll come fix you up, Stylax. And I'm gonna use a one use of the healer's kit on Stylax.
Can I try to identify
Please
what the heck
start
Mama
stabbing
was?
Mamas in the head multiple times.
Fair. Damson, you can roll a nature or Arcana check. This is
How
not
many
a
session minutes?
nature thing.
Would I get a medicine check on Stylax while I'm healing him up? Just to
Sure.
sort of try and ascertain whether or not there is some
Yeah.
disease component or infection thing.
18 Arcana.
And 19 medicine.
19
Or-
medicine.
20 if I have.
So, Damson, you squat down looking at the head of Mama as Cat is mounted on top of it, stabbing down into the head itself. As you begin looking at it carefully, lifting up the jaw and looking at the tendrils around it and the lengthy, fishy form it has and that disgusting ichor that's like dripping away and off of it. Oh, Damson, this is definitely not a animal of any kind. This seems to be a fairly immatured aberration. By the looks of it, it has this very slick membrane attached to it that the water seemed to like intensify. That made it very uncomfortable to touch, and looking at it, whatever is an attribute about it probably makes it increasingly more dangerous for anything that gets close and touches it, including for you as a scaled individual. Ada, however, what was the D10 or a D8?
That's the healing thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think was 20.
You have advantage?
Wouldn't I get that since I have the herbalism kit?
No. This is identifying a disease.
Oh yeah, it's a
pure medicine.
reverse thing. Yeah.
Yeah, pure medicine. So,
All right, 19.
looking over Stylax, you notice that as the water's like dripping away from him, the portions of him that aren't like still soaking wet, his skin seems to become like slightly blubbery. And then you turn his hand over where you see like where the tendrils slapped and ripped through, and there's some type of thing that is spreading through his body, and by the looks of it, he's already suffering from. He is clearly diseased by this otherworldly entity or underworldly entity. You're not sure which one it is.
Ah, shit. This is not good. There is some sort of disease or I don't know, curse maybe. Let me try this thing, and I'll try the Kieram's ointment.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Yep. You start spreading that around the arm where it is originating from, rubbing it in and soaking it up, and inevitably, it
also gains 2d8 plus 2 hit points.
Yeah. You see that portion of his arm gets like completely rubbed off raw, But even though it looks disturbing, you wrap it up, and at least the disease is probably away.
Please be careful, Miss Ada. Make sure that it's not contagious.
Yes, I think there's something with proximity to. Let's all step away from the carcass. Cadaver.
It's
Corpse.
some kind of otherworldly creature.
All right.
Right.
Duke, your face and arms are burning right now. 7 acid damage.
Oh,
Flittish,
shit.
same thing to you.
Is it incredibly high in here, or is it just me?
I look down at the one dose I have left and first come, first serve. Sorry, Flittish, and I'll go over and heal Duke as well.
All right. You see, like, where his skin turning translucent and blubbery. You just start rubbing it on him and wrapping him up like a mummy to, like, soothe it through. And Duke, yeah, it is removed. But now that jar of ointment is completely gone, Ada.
Yep. And I'll use, or is he? Yeah, I can't see your hit. But you get 12 hit points back. And are you still wounded?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'll bring you to 28. I'm like 60, like more than 60%.
All right, I'll do one more. Not with the ointment, with regular healing thing. So you can roll a hit die and add a +3.
Oh, nice.
It uses up one of your hit dice if you want to. Otherwise, you just get a +3 hit points.
I could use hit die.
All right, so
Yeah,
Flittish, do you say anything about the burning sensation?
No, I was just waiting to get a word in here. When I get a chance, I will cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Does that remove disease?
I hope so.
It should. It should.
No, it looks like blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. So, not knowing that, I cast it and nothing happens.
Yep.
Wait. I think there should be more to that text.
It's from the book.
Lesser Restoration 2024.
Oh, 2024. I actually don't know about that then. I'm not familiar with 2024.
Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned. You cast it on yourself, and you look at your arms, which it translated to hitting you, and yeah, those portions of you are still translucent and continuing to spread.
Yeah, 2014.
Now I have a puzzle.
2014 less restoration could remove disease. They got rid of that part.
Yep. They made it an actual mechanic.
I will, in the meantime, cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
For that part of it, at least.
hang on, British. I can fix you up a little bit as well. If you will allow, I'll do a healing kit on you.
Sure.
So yeah, you can roll a hit die as well. Add a +3 to it.
Does it, like...
I don't even know what my hit dice are. Hang on.
D8s.
E8
Thank you.
I think.
Mhm.
Six hit points back.
Alrighty. So what were you about to ask, Damson?
What does it hurt? Like, what does it feel like?
Burning sensation.
Yes, I would agree with Flittish. It felt like my skin was burning off.
Burning or melting?
Oh.
Like, more of a fire sensation or more of an acidic sensation?
I don't
What?
know. I don't spend a lot of time in either condition usually.
That's not something most people get themselves into.
It felt acidic. Duke says proudly.
I rest my case.
Duke, you
Let me have a-
absolutely know what being burned feels like. That was different.
Yep.
Let me have a sample of this thing. I'll pull out a pair of tongs from my glass well up to the corpse of the aboleth and scrape off some of its mucus into the vial without getting close to it with my hands.
Okay. We'll consider this poisoner's check, utilizing dexterity, advantage from sleight of hand.
All right.
While she's doing that, can I look over Flittish to see what might help neutralize the acidic? Since I know acid very well, being a black dragonborn and having both acid resistance and an acid breath.
Sure. You may roll a medicine check. Or if you are proficient in alchemist supplies, you could roll that, utilizing wisdom and advantage from medicine.
It's going to be a medicine check.
All right.
$14.
14. Whatever this is, it seems to be like reacting to the humanoid skin of Flittish and like slowly dissolving it away. Now, you recall, actually no, you weren't there for that. Flittish, you recall when you had cracked open one of those eggs and you saw the humanoid shaped thing inside of it, that there appeared to be this type of mucus inside of the sac. However, it wasn't dissolving, it was just transforming. It was in a sack of water underwater, coated in the mucus.
Do I have any particular urge to be underwater?
You felt more comfortable as a seal than you have since.
Well, that's kind of normal for me, actually.
Yeah. You have an urge not to be here.
Well, I am concerned.
Can I do a medicine check on Flittish?
You may.
Just to see if it is actually something worth worrying about?
Take it from me. Be worried.
So what I actually needed from you, Ada, was an alchemist check, utilizing wisdom. That's medicine, right? Medicine is wisdom? Yeah.
Medicine is intelligence.
Medicine is wisdom now.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Everything is wisdom, never intelligence.
Yes, it is very annoying. So yeah.
Was
Out-
it medicine always wisdom?
Yeah.
Was it? I thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was
always been
intelligence.
wisdom.
I always
It was nature that was intelligence.
Yes, okay. So yes, roll an alchemical supply check with advantage utilizing wisdom because of your proficiency in medicine.
All right. All right, 18.
Okay, so you can identify the issue. If Flittish does not stay coated in water, like they're submerged in it or like wrapped in heavy cloths that are soaking wet, their body is going to start reacting to the air based off of this disease until the disease is cured. It is going to burn away their skin, and once the skin is destroyed, it's going to burn away their muscle, and then at that point, you're just bones and tendons falling apart.
All right. Flittish, you need to stay submerged. I think there is a volatile component to this that reacts with the air.
I can do that, but that's going to limit my ability to seek help for this.
Right. Well, you need to stay wet at least. If we could maybe soak some clothes and put that on you, it might help. But you should not be out in the open air.
Can I Can I try elementalism to see if this helps? And spray a cool mist that lightly dampens her.
Is that actually what that says?
Yeah, it lightly dampens creatures and objects within a 5-foot cube.
It's like they made a spell for this condition, it seems.
Wait, how long does it last, though?
1 minute.
Water evaporates in 1 minute. I have this cantrip as well, so.
So you just have to cast that every single minute, or you can. Ada's check is high enough. You can go 10 minutes before it actually starts hurting you, but it'll be uncomfortable. But you have to do that every 10 minutes, or you're gonna start dissolving.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. Is there contained water here somewhere? I mean, the room was full of water a moment ago, but it's not anymore. So.
She was bathing in a basin.
Oh, used bath water.
Yes. Used by an aboleth.
We should go and see if we can get any water from there.
Oh, I can't get in there. That door is closed. I guess I'll go slide into her bathwater.
Yep.
You should see if anything's in there.
I'll just submerge myself up to my chin and just be sitting there looking very unhappy. Let me know when you guys are ready to leave.
I don't know exactly how long this affliction will affect you, but
I assume until I find some cure for it.
well, either until your body recovers naturally or some cure. Yes. Unfortunately, I only had a little bit left in this jar of ointment.
Well, we should search around in here and the rest of this temple to see if there's anything else that might work like that.
We should also try to figure out a recipe for making more of this ointment.
Are these chests actually in here, Joe?
More already?
There are chests in there. What'd you say, Kat?
Nothing important.
Okay. Damson, you go over to the chest, and you can roll me a perception check, see what you find.
Okay. Use session advantage. My perception is not great. Natural 20, 21.
Nice. You go over to the first one, and you hear a methodical humming coming from inside of it. And it's the only one that's locked.
Ada, there's a humming coming from this one. Can you come over here?
Oh, unless Cat wants to have a crack at it.
I thought you were bad at lockpicking, huh?
Competition, see who can open it first.
Wait, sure, let's do a competition. Ladies first, I believe.
Sure.
I just have to reopen my sheet here. So these tools with advantage.
That is correct. You unlock that chest so quickly as soon as they say, hey, let's make it a competition. Even though you're being super nonchalant about it, you do have a very hyper-competitive side.
Oh, well, I guess there's no point in competing.
No. I mean, you could relock it and let Cat try.
Sure, let's have a look at the contents first.
So, you open it up, and you see, lying inside, blindfolded and gagged, is a man holding a lyre.
There's a man holding a lyre.
Well, the man is not worth anything, but the liar maybe. No. You're okay. Are you Bobby Brown? Right. Yes. Fine. We'll get you out of there. Before we do, does he look like his skin is also being translucent?
It does.
Right.
Chest full of water.
Yep.
Before we let you out, you should know that you need to stay in water for a while. Fine. I'll cut open his gag.
I have no desire to share this
Accreditation.
bath with him.
Oh, thank you so much. I've been suffocating in there for so long. Let me show you guys his token.
Young Beethoven?
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Thank you all so very much. As he begins like crawling his way out. It's so cramped in there.
You're gonna want to stay in the chest, actually.
Oh, I know. Every 10 minutes or so, I have to get in more water. I've learned this by now. Hi, hello. Nice to meet you. He'll take your hand, Ada, and kiss the back of it.
Yes. Yes. Please don't come into contact with me too much.
Oh, I promise you, whatever I have is not capable of being given.
Right. Well, I am a doctor, so let me be the decider of.
Oh, you want to check me out? Very well.
Okay, Strip, open your mouth.
Yep, indeed. Without a moment of hesitation, with confidence that is not becoming of his equipment, shall we say, he just stands there gloriously nude and smiling at you.
I was joking, but
However, he did incredibly efficiently get naked. Less than like 8 seconds.
it's just like Scanlan and Greyhawk.
Wait, does he have Velcro clothes?
No, he doesn't have Velcro clothes. He's not that rich. Flittish, ew.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with nature.
I would say there are plenty of things wrong with nature, but you can get dressed. I didn't.
No, there is nothing wrong with nature. There is a lot wrong with this guy.
What?
Mm-hmm.
But he's part of nature.
Hippies, am I right? Anyways, he'll slowly start getting dressed. Much slower process. So, you all came down here to save me. Which of my fans paid you for the service? I want to make sure I give them a very welcoming thanks.
What was her name again?
Her? That does not narrow it down.
She's the waitress at the restaurant you play at.
Which one?
I'm trying to find the name. I don't. Where'd I put the name?
If you don't remember, it's not important.
Wow. I mean, you're not
No.
wrong, but like...
Chrome didn't, or Drive didn't say in my note.
Was this one Melissa? No, Alexandra? No, Alex. Not Alexandra.
No, Alex is dead.
Well, it must not have been that important anyways. Well, anyways, thank you very much. I'm trying to find it as well. It's just...
Yeah.
The missing cargo, trouble of the docks, the missing performer.
Azure Chalice Tavern.
Alicia.
Alicia, thank you.
Forbidden knowledge recovered.
So, the Azure Chalice Tavern.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh, the place I got kidnapped from. Oh, you know, I'm telling you, it
Oh,
is
yes.
horrible being famous, honestly. It is not always worth the headaches for it. But I thank all of you. Would you like me to build a ballad for all of you.
Perhaps at some point later, but would you mind enlightening us about why they would kidnap you specifically?
Yes. You see, there's a special feature when it comes to being those of the performing arts and the loving magical school of thrusts, where we are capable of, intermingling with any number of different creatures and creating offsprings. Apparently, they caught wind of this, and they were seeking to get me to do that. I did explain to them that I had no interest in being with any fishy individual. However, they seemed not that dissuaded, and they were hoping to get Stockholm with me, you know?
Right.
She knows what I'm talking about. He points at you, Damson.
What?
Well, you know how the first Dragonborns were born, right?
No?
Bards.
So, hang on. Is there a
Truth.
dedicated school of bards focusing on spreading their...
Population.
I mean, I'm sure there's a group of them out there somewhere, but all of us have this ability.
School of humping and thrusting.
Yeah.
The school of Wesley.
The school of Nick Cannon, actually, but that's just...
Phylogenetically, it does not make sense, but okay.
Well, it's
I
magic,
check-
darling.
What's in the other 3 chests?
Yes, you can, and I'll get you the actual loot. He is not the
Yeah.
loot, he's just the consequence. I mean,
He had a loot.
yeah. No, a liar. They're different. I don't know the difference, but they're different.
Sound.
Yeah.
Ooh. You find a tarnished brass spyglass with a cracked lens that looks like it could be refixed and refurbished.
Damn. We
Yeah.
know a glass fixer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do. You find a skeletal hand that is perfectly preserved in coral, grasping a rusted key. You also find a wooden mask that seems completely blank on the one side, but on the inside has arcane archings that seem religious in their depictions and swirling fish-like patterns on it.
Hey, AD, I dare you to put that on.
Would
Yeah,
need
I got a natural 20 on that check, Joey.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going through and finding the goods. I'm skipping the shit that's actually shit. Actually, wait, Cat is in here. Cat might like it. You find a small petrified octopus curled into a defensive pose. A locket
Oh,
filled
hell
with
yeah.
seawater, which never spills despite being cracked. A dagger made entirely of bone. A rolled up painting of a stormy sea that magnificently has not been damaged by the water. I need you to roll me a d4.
Me? Okay.
Okay.
Or Cat or me?
You're the one who looted. You roll.
You know what? I'll let Cat roll because Cat likes to roll things.
Cat, you roll the thing.
Okay. A 3.
A 3. Ooh. Okay. You find a lustrous pearl that is embedded with chunks of coral.
Sorry, I
Just
just
thinking of
can't
The Walking
avoid
Dead.
seeing that meme from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Coral. Why coral?
Coral.
Car.
Now, the last thing that you find in here is a heavily damaged suit of armor that has the familiar symbol of the way emblazoned on the chest.
I whistle over to try and get Duke's attention.
Are you a familiar?
Pointing to Damson?
No, you, Cat.
Yeah, I'm pointing to Damson.
Is this your familiar? Damson?
That's a complicated answer.
Oh. So a complicated woman. It is fine. I'll ask you more about it tonight at dinner.
I'm gonna ignore that. Can I make Arcana checks on the things that look clear? Actually, detect magic. Does he actually know that it is magical?
Does he?
Or just...
He has his lyre appears to be magical. That pearl that I described appears to be magical. The suit of armor appears to be magical. The mask appears to be magical.
Can I make a Arcana check to try and ascertain what each of them might do?
You can make a single Arcana check right now for one of them, just because it is a little pressing that you have a friend who's melting if they get out of this pool of disgusting water.
Yeah, that's. I was thinking maybe one of these things might be able to help. That's why I was looking at them.
Sure. Which one would you like to identify? Or
The pearl.
go for it.
Is
Roll me
this
an-
all from that one chest, or
No, it's across
No,
all
no.
of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Just hoarding random trinkets of things. And
Look at-
she rolled a 21. She found everything.
Nice. Yeah.
An 8
Ooh.
on the pearl.
You have no idea what this is. Does it remind you of anything magical? If it is magical, it's probably innately magical.
I mean, I know what school's coming off it from detect magic.
Oh, absolutely. Abjuration.
So protection.
Evocation, actually. I apologize.
Oh, so something that damages. Okay.
Get in your chest.
What?
Get in your chest.
You're not gonna lock it again, are you?
If you keep talking, yes.
What? You will allow your familiar to talk to people like that? That is so rude.
Absolutely.
Roll me intimidation, Cat, with advantage. 22. Yeah, he just slowly crawls and like sits in the chest. Like
We're gonna-
crisscross applesauce, so his like head is sticking out.
Yeah.
I think we will rename you Chester Brown now.
I don't like this. I want it solved.
We're working.
You
on
got a
it.
chest on you there.
Yeah. You want? I need to get something off your chest.
Are you a bard
Okay.
by any chance?
No.
You seem formally trained to me.
I am afflicted by a similar condition. I got it from my father.
Understandable.
Go on, Cat.
Duke and Starlax, you are going to keep charge and move the chest while Bobby is within inside of it. You two should have assistant needs to pick and move. We're going to have to get out of here and return because this affliction is bad.
How bad?
Deadly.
Sounds like
Only if you remain out of water for a while. But I do think it is possible to overcome the disease by yourself. I would need to study it a little bit more before I have a more thorough understanding of it.
right. In the meantime, we shall do as Kat says and make haste to trying to seek out some kind of remedy to this situation. But I do request that maybe we come back here later. This temple is important to me.
Absolutely. Just we have allies and our client target down now, and
Also, we have these.
best-
Sorry.
Cat.
Go ahead.
No, you finish.
I was going to say, in the meanwhile, we can go somewhere completely safe where we can circulate the water.
But we also need to figure out what we're going to do with these previous friends of yours, Duke.
I believe if there's some way that we will have to first find a way to cure ourselves, and then perhaps we could study further to see if there's a cure for these people. But in the meantime, I guess we will have to try to round them up and tie them together.
Well, I don't want to be the bringer of bad news, but well, I can't say it for certain, of course, but it seems to me that these guys are well, they are so thoroughly mutated that it seems like it has changed their whole, well, almost their whole anatomy. I don't know if there is an easy cure for this. Perhaps it can be prevented turning into this, but well, I will need to study them.
These were all once people. Are you saying that you wish to just leave them to their own demise then with this future?
May
Well,
I get a word?
Sometimes there is a way to give someone mercy,
Go on,
a
Cat.
release from suffering.
Yes, Cat, you can get a word.
As much as this might sound distressing for you, Duke, they went through a metamorphosis and got pulled out. They are still going through it, so whom they once were doesn't matter, because they are not those anymore. They died once they were struck and didn't get any help because of being captured.
And you are certain of this?
Oh, absolutely not. I truthfully believe we could cure them. Magic can do almost anything.
Wait a
Yeah,
sec.
you seem like you are speaking from some sort of experience on the matter. Is there anything we should know?
It doesn't matter what I know. Just
Well,
what I
it
give
does.
out.
Sure, but I mean, if you have been have encountered these kind of things before, I think it would be nice if we could hear more about it.
No, it's just more of going and understanding how things work.
Well, in any case, I believe we should also secure the area and make sure there is not more of these things lurking about.
Yes, we might also find a cure within this area itself by exploring further. I hope that that's the case, because I do not wish to leave Flittish or Bobby in this state and having to carry them through the city in the hot sun.
Right, but well, I'm just thinking logically it will be difficult. I mean, if they are trying to make more of these people fish things, then why would they keep a cure at hand?
Well, not them, but maybe the people that used to be here have some kind of cure for this. That is more of what I was saying.
Ah, yes, sure. I suppose maybe.
I mean, Dukes did say this was a temple to his order, so we need to search it upside down and inside out.
Right. Well, we've already found at least a few hidden pathways, so there might be a few more, I suppose.
Is this ailment like a supernatural one, or is it like a poison, or?
It's from a creature from outside our realm, so I would think supernatural.
Yes, I would surmise as well.
Actually, that brings you a question.
It's a
Do I-
disease.
It's some kind of disease. I don't. Based off what you saw, you don't think dispel magic would work on it, do you? Look into Ada.
I don't know how magic works. I have no idea how that. But my instinct tells me that this is a disease that is, well, a natural part of these creatures' essence, sort of. It is not natural for us, but it is natural for them. So I guess supernatural for us.
Wait.
If it is magical in nature, that is beyond my expertise.
Can I ascertain how powerful Bobby Brown is?
Insight check.
Could I use Arcana for magical?
Yeah, sure.
I rolled at advantage at 24.
Okay. I'll whisper something to you, Cat.
Okay.
Ada, if you say that if this is natural to them, then might there be something inside of its body that can counteract it?
Maybe. Well, if we have some time to secure the area first, I can perform an autopsy or dissection on this creature here.
Yes.
Perhaps there are some organs or something specifically that makes this mucus thing. And so maybe I can use it to create some sort of, antitoxin or it's sort of a mixture between venom and disease, it seems, sort of. It's like an infection.
Yes, because when I was touching its mouth earlier, it didn't seem to affect me, so it might only be when it's purposefully trying to harm?
Well, I think it is when if you are unlucky and you get some of this mucus into an open wound or something, it starts out like an infection like that.
Yes. Duke, Stalax, and I will secure the area. Ada, you see if you can find anything inside of it that might be able to make some kind of counter, like you said.
Well, I will have to take some time to be properly careful because I don't want to touch it.
What were we saying, Duke?
In the meantime, I shall gather up those that we have knocked unconscious and round them about. If worst case scenario, if we cannot find a solution for ourselves, maybe we turn them to the proper authorities in the city and let them know that they were once people, and see if anyone's have any missing persons, and they could take it from there.
Oh, I can identify most of them, if not all. They kept bringing people down here and, suggesting I copulate.
Yeah.
And I
have no idea what you're talking about.
I can tell. But I see. I'm always open, right? I'm never going to just answer with no. That's inappropriate. You never experience anything new if you always say no to new experiences. But I had to converse with them before, right? Because I'm not a 2-cent woman of the night or man of the night. I don't judge. Of course, I've spent plenty of my 2 cents before. But I know most of them. I could properly identify them.
Perfect. Sorry.
I'd start working on the list.
Yes. Pen, paper, anyone? Oh, and by the way, please try your hardest to find what I am looking for. Either you are inspired.
Nice. Okay. Well, here's some paper, and it might be a little bit soggy, but
Aren't we all?
right.
I use prestidigitation and dry it.
Oh, thank you.
Only the paper and pen and not his skin.
He immediately starts. Ah!
And I'll start getting into some like protective alchemical gear and also medical gear too, with some apron and long gloves and stuff to avoid getting in contact with the mucus directly.
Nice.
And all right. So is it a medicine check to
Yes, it is.
with what sort of inspiration is it? Like bardic inspiration, or-
It's a bardic inspiration. Fail a d20, the king roll the bardic inspiration die and add the number rolled to the d20.
Right.
So, if you fail, you get to add a d8.
All right. Okay, so what sort of proficiency check would this be? Is it just a strict medicine check?
Oh, I'll consider it alchemist, utilizing wisdom for medicine with advantage because you're proficient in medicine.
Okay, so 19 plus d6.
That's only if you fail.
Oh, okay.
So you still have it on you.
Yeah.
As you are looking over the body, carving and cutting it open, what you notice about this creature is it does not possess any reproductive organs whatsoever. Now, in things like animals in the animal kingdom, that is beyond bizarre. Even most monsters have that. Giants have them. Ents have it. All monsters have that, which would suggest that these things breed through a different system, more than likely by what they are doing to the scum itself. However, as you are looking through it, you find where organs of when it was once a humanoid would be. Meaning that this is the end product of if these things don't get fixed. Which to you sounds absolutely horrifying. However, the fact that it is a transformative nature, you understand enough about the laws and properties of nature and magic to know that if something is transformed into something else, it can be deformed backwards so long as the process is not solidified and final. You just need to find a counter agent to this mucus that seems to be going through them. Something that would restore the blood in the individuals that is currently evaporating the human aspects and transforming them into these scum and scions and aboleth.
So it there might be able to make some sort of counter agent to these things. But what do you think? My first assessment is that this is, well, the condition makes you more humid, moist, as it were. Perhaps a diet high in salt could be good with countering the effect. But there might be more to it. You need more blood. Perhaps a blood transfusion.
Wait. Salt and blood, right?
Well, I mean, this is a primary hypothesis.
I mean, you seem remarkably intelligent. I'm going to assume your hypothesis is probably better than most people's hardest works.
Well, thank you. I just was actually wiser as well.
Clearly. What about the salt vines of the manifold?
What is this?
So, do you remember the stories of the old world?
Well, not too much. Without getting into the details, all of us are experiencing a bit of amnesia these days.
I've had nights like that, it's fine. He's the first NPC to not pry. Well, you see, in the olden times of yore, when the world was more fresh and the humans of the realm were not fully as colonized as we are currently, there was these magnificent battles that would take place between powerful entities, giants and titans and godlings, things such as that. The salt vines of the manifold is it's a location that is very heavily guarded and fortified by these dog-like entities. They're strong, they're furry, they're powerful in nature. However, there's old sayings that that mountain is the remnants of a body of a titan. Its blood is the salt that flows through all of it. Not the entities.
Sorry.
Where is this place?
It's further up towards the north. If you have a map, I could show you where it's rumored to be out and about.
We have a map somewhere.
Yeah.
It just so happens we might actually be heading north.
Oh?
Well, unrelated reasons, but...
Well, it's right at the border of the Ket, close to Molvar.
But is that close to Polvar as well?
Polvar is the other side, other direction.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I'm looking at the wrong region of where it's located. Yes, it's over by the Griffin Strike Peaks. North of Polvar and Yern.
Griffin Strike Peaks. What was the name of the place again, you said?
Salt Vines of the Manifold. Salt Vines of the Manifold. I mean, if you're looking for ancient salt that probably has magical properties, if you think salting us and bloodletting us would actually fix us, I mean...
Well, I mean, it's preliminary. It might do some help to at least help you overcome it. But yes, if this magical salt of the manifold is helpful, then I suppose. I just thought natural, regular salt to begin with, but...
Well, it's that or, I mean, if you believe a blood transfusion, that's when you take blood from one and put it in another.
Right.
Well, the only people I know that are capable of that would be vampires, right?
Well, no, there is a procedure to do it, where you can... Well, I was thinking we would try to take those of you who are afflicted, maybe drain some of your blood out from your bodies and inject proper human blood. Well, not necessarily human, depending on... well, in your case, human. From another person.
Do we have spare blood?
well, everyone has some spare blood. You can spare about a liter of blood.
I don't have blood.
Do
Sorry?
you bleed?
Joey, would alter self allow one to? I know it says you could change your appearance, but would it allow you to change the properties of your blood?
No, it would not.
Okay. I was curious on that because I was wondering if to make it more compatible with others.
I mean, it'll make you more like I can breathe underwater and things like that, but it can't like blood is more of a fundamental thing than like gills, right?
Okay, I was wondering since it says you can like change your appearance of like everything you look like, voice and everything like that. I was wondering if that would work.
Yeah, I would have to say no to like changing your blood type. That would.
That's your appearance. That's a blood type.
Yeah, that would be a little too much for a second level spell that warlocks get to cast for free.
Well, the cat doesn't have blood, so.
Yeah, cat's fine.
Yeah. So if this blood transfusion thing works, there's no risk of bad blood, right?
Not if we do it properly, so that the bad blood only flows out and goes to the drain or something. But we need to make sure it doesn't. Well, that the blood flows in the right direction. I was also thinking maybe I could make some sort of salve or ointment that is helpful to dry out the skin. We could apply it to your afflicted body parts, and hopefully it can help to, well, dry away the condition.
So by the sounds of it, the salts would be good for that. And for the bloodletting portion of it, I mean, is everyone's blood compatible with everyone?
Not necessarily. There is some.
I don't trust this
small
blood
inconsistencies.
transfusion.
So we would need to get an expert on identifying blood. Sounds vampire-esque to me.
Well, not everything blood-related has to do with vampires.
What?
No, it does. That's their stick.
Yeah, that's their entire purpose of existing is blood, right?
Exactly.
It's also tight leather pants and being sensual.
No, that's bards. We're different.
All right, I thought.
See, he glitters. Gary glitters.
I have glitter.
See?
Well, in any case, any healthy blood from a normal person should be. Well, yeah, there might be some tests we need to do to make sure it is properly compatible, but there are a few different blood types.
Is dragonborn blood even compatible with humans?
Probably not.
They are with me.
Yeah.
Well,
You're talking about the seed, not the blood.
I apologize.
Because if you said the story is right that the first dragonborn was made from a bard copulating with a dragon,
It
wouldn't
was,
that
yeah.
mean- Wouldn't that mean should be some kind of compatibility between humans and dragons? Thus, dragonborns having some kind of compatibility?
Yes, half dragons.
well, it depends on how far you go back, sort of. I don't know how long the dragonborns have been in existence.
I don't even know how you would tell if someone is a half dragon, but based off the research I have, I'm within 1 to 2 generations of an actual dragon.
You're probably
Where-
more draconic then.
Think of it like this, donkeys and horses are both descended from the same forefathers.
But they can have
But-
kids.
Right, but it doesn't mean that their blood are necessarily similar.
But I've seen honkies.
Right. I suppose you've seen lots of honky-tonky as well.
Honkies are usually
seen
up
it,
in the
Zeb?
north. They're cold as hell. Cold ass honkies.
Alright, well, Ada, if you have a way to see if you, Stylax, or Duke is compatible with Fliddish and Bobby, I recommend you do that.
Well, to be sure, it's most Probably it is safer if you have a family member who can donate blood to you. Family members are usually very compatible.
Ooh, Flittish.
And Bobby, yes, that also goes for offspring. They could probably donate to you.
I don't have any of those. I'm very careful about that.
Are you entirely certain?
Yes, I go out of my way. I mean, there's already a famine shortage in many different places. Why would I want to procreate? That would be irresponsible. And a bard has a responsibility to the communities, all of them that we pass through.
Right. Well, good for us. Good for you, I mean.
It is good for you, yes.
You made a pun there. I got it.
Yeah.
Community.
Yes.
Well,
This bloodletting would this have any effect on the corruption in my blood?
Well,
Is it
Okay,
a
so-
possibility that I could be cured of it?
well, that is the entire point of it. So the idea is this: we take some ointment that will dry out your skin, your afflicted body parts. Not enough to severely, permanently damage it, but enough that it might stave off further infection. And then we pump out the diseased blood, and we introduce new blood from a healthy individual.
Well, I
That is
mean the Dalkir corruption.
You have Dalkia?
Maybe.
Roll me a deception check on that one.
Yeah.
Nine.
About that.
He immediately covers his mouth. Oh no.
I don't understand why you're covering your mouth.
I do not wish to breathe the same air as somebody who has Dalkia.
Totally want to sneeze on him now.
Why?
It is the single worst corruption that an individual can suffer from. It's an ancient form of punishment to wizards that tried to obtain things that were outside of their grasp, punished by the divine to have this corruption that eats them, destroys them, and turns them into abominations.
So,
Does
Bard?
that sound right?
Does that sound right? I believe
Yeah.
Ada was the one who knew Dalkir last session.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ada, go ahead and roll me.
I, as a player, don't remember that much about it.
You can go ahead and roll me a history check.
Oh. Unless I have advantage, because this relates to medicine.
Yeah, I'd say it does. There are many fables and tales that have exaggerated, undersold, and twisted and contorted the story surrounding the corruption of Dalkir before. This type of reaction does not seem exactly proportionate to what it is. From what you've heard as a culture, it is a punishment, but it's not something you can breathe. Can you spell Dalkir for me, by the way? I'm trying to find it in my notes, and I cannot spell worth shit. There we go. Alright, search function. Stop fucking lagging, Google Doc. Alright, sorry, the dock crashed. All right, there we go. Do the thing. Come the fuck on.
That's what the bard said.
So in the in the meantime, Flittish will expose her shoulder where she has this this wound that hasn't quite healed, and there's like the veins around it glow faintly, and she'll indicate to Ada, "This is what I'm talking about."
Would the sight of that awaken any memories in me?
Ooh, wisdom save.
20.
Ada, you collapse to the ground. As you have flashbacks of a discovery. You're a few years younger than you are right now. You were working on this new disease, or sorry, not disease, this new targeted, useful production that you have. The one that you were recruited to help make. They were claiming, of course, that this is going to be utilized in helping to save people. Of course, one night while you were leaving the chambers that were always guarded, sneaking past the guards that you felt were always watching you, keeping you there, you made it into the basement where you saw that there was this shamanic-looking woman chained down there with similar markings. And there was a physician that you were working with, but you never really spoke with, who was shaving it off and putting it into vials that you have been testing with for weeks. You feel this tinge of regret from that situation. And as you turn around, you see the handsome man, just a few years older than you, standing there, glaring down at you at this discovery as you see him raise his hand high, and before he strikes you, you break out from this vision.
I'm over Damson with or I'm over Ada doing elementalism, just kind of like misting her face to try and get her to wake up.
Psst, psst, psst.
Shaking for a little bit, blinking. Oh, my head. I'm fine. Just give me a moment.
Right.
Is she anemic? Or like low blood pressure? Do you need sweets or something?
No, it's fine.
I have caramels.
I had a well, I have a caramel if you want. If I
Sorry,
do
it's
that, I mean.
saltwater caramels. So saltwater taffy, but caramel.
Sure, thanks. I remembered something, and I'll look at Lydish. I have seen this before. I am not sure how to treat it, but I believe there is. I need to remember everything. I believe I was working with someone to create a. It doesn't matter exactly, but there is some things that can be done with it. I am not sure how this will affect your more recent condition. If the two afflictions have some sort of synergy, that would probably be very bad. But I don't think they should. What you have here, the Delcure, is more... well, it's different. It's not the same nature of affliction.
I have a dumb question, Ada, but would a stronger acid get rid of whatever mucus is causing them to be diseased?
Hard to say. It might make it worse. This mucus seems to already be somewhat acidic in nature. So I would suggest against acid.
Then a base?
Maybe. Well, that is where I consult.
So was this man-made or magic-made?
Are you talking about the Delcure now, or these other? Well, let's call it
Disease.
I wouldn't say it's man-made. I think it's simply a natural manifestation of these creatures. You said they
So
were
magical.
otherworldly,
Okay.
Damson?
Yes, something from beyond realm.
Right.
Which we should go and check the rest to see if maybe there's some kind of healing salve like the one we had before, stashed away here in one of the rooms before we start going too far down the rabbit hole.
Right. We might be able to find some in the city, I suppose, but it's probably quite expensive.
Which is why I suggest looking around here first, because we've only seen that big chamber in here. We don't know what else is here. There's plenty other paths, plus hidden places like you found.
Well, what I can tell. Delcure. British. I'm sorry to say.
Is he
Okay,
lagging
well,
or am I?
that's disappointing, but kind of.
I am. Okay. Am I back?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know you
Oh,
crashed.
you crashed.
I
Okay.
crashed. Yeah, I didn't hear anything
Yeah,
for the
I
past couple of minutes.
Yeah. You seemed like very focused on something. Damn, I didn't
Yeah.
take a screenshot.
Oh, you fuck. Okay, yeah. Anyways, what did you guys say over the last couple of minutes? Sorry.
No, we were just discussing the ointment and if we could find more of that and whether it would work on the Delcure. I suggested it probably wouldn't.
It probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
That is correct. The Dalkir would take something a bit more precise. However, it does tingle at the inquisitive nature behind your mind.
No.
Needless to say.
I have a stupid question, but does that salt from that mountain count as a spice?
Salt is a spice.
Can
Where I come
attempt
from,
to reach-
salt is the spiciest of spices.
Can I
It's a
attempt to reach
seasonal spice.
into this spice pouch to see if I can pull some of that salt out?
You can
It's a
pull
season.
a tiny bit of regular salt. I know it's a
Aw.
seasoning, I know, but to the average basic white guy, salt is a spice.
Okay, so I can't cheat it that way. Okay,
Well,
that would be funny.
perhaps it would be best if we found some bath salts and added them to your bath.
Yes, let's take a look around, see if we can find some stuff to help.
Take a look.
They might have some potions and other medical supplies here as well.
All right.
I mean, it is a temple.
Before we do that, though, Bobby, are you capable of, defending yourself, fighting?
Oh, I'm a lover, not really a fighter. I'm perfectly capable of defending myself, though.
Right.
I
What
just-
about from seduction?
I'm the one that seduces.
What they would say.
And I have a very strict rule. I have to know somebody before I know someone. In the more spiritual sense, you know?
All right.
That's why I always offer dinner first.
Sure. All right. Well, let's get on with exploring and making sure it's clear here then.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
So let's
Swedish,
just.
is there-
Go on.
You could come with us if we are quick, I suppose, but
And I can help keep you moist as well, so you can still come out and help us.
Flittish? Oh, you were muted. What'd you say? Did I lag again?
No.
yeah, you did.
Oh, fuck's sakes. Okay, go on.
No, but I said yeah. We said damson will be the moisturizer for Flittish.
Gotcha. But yes, so long as you have elementalism going, you're more or less okay. But like when it comes to sleeping, you have to like sleep in a pool of water,
Mm. All right.
a basin. But yeah, let's just do a blanketed perception check, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to take the east wing, and who wants to take the west wing? And who wants to take the south wing? Those are the only three that are relevant.
Take south.
I'll take west with Flittish since I got to be with her. If that's fine with you, Flittish.
That's fine.
So
All right.
you can Landron on south and me and Starlax on east.
All right. And who's taking Bobby with them to keep them, to inspire them?
You can.
You have a
I can-
bard who wants to help you save his life. He's going to inspire you guys.
Nah, he can stay in the chest.
Okay.
I mean, he could come with Flittish and myself since since I think Flittish and I are going with elementalism.
I mean, I could make people wet, prestidigitation.
Oh, true. Prestidigitation does that too.
Prestidigitation.
Anywho's. East wing. Roll your perception check.
So should I roll one for me and Starlax then, or one?
One helping the other, just to make it easier.
Okay. So.
Mhm.
21.
Ooh. Going through the east wing. Now, just so you guys can see all of it. There's probably one still on the map somewhere that ran away, but it just ran away, so ignore that. Oh yeah, here he is.
Wow.
Pretty big facility, right?
Yeah.
Going through the east wing, you find that there is some holy tomes that are soaking wet. That would be useful for Duke in his religious duties. That's going to be the main thing that you end up finding. In addition to that, though, you also find that they had quite a few toiletries out in this area. You get 4 bars of soap, which is an astonishing amount of soap, mind you. That shit is expensive. You also find that there is some useful linens, bedrolls, pillows. There's even a couple of rolled up tents. If you want to take any number of that, feel free to go right ahead. The biggest thing that you find is that there was a vault that they owned that you had to like break into. It seemed like the fish folk had already gotten in from the other side and took the majority of the treasures from it. However, there does appear to be some gemstones valued at 280 GP. Yes,
Nice.
various gemstones. In 280. In addition to that, you do find in copper pieces 300 gold. So add 2 zeros, 30,000 copper pieces.
All right.
Ada's walking out here with a giant sack of copper. Guys,
She's got 7 strength, so yeah.
You're right. Stylax is walking out with it. All right. Now, West Wing, born and raised on the playground.
Flittish, would you like to roll, or do you want me to roll?
I can roll
Okay.
if you want to assist.
Yes, and we have Bobby with us, so
If you
that
fail,
yeah.
D8.
Bobby.
And that is how he inspires. Like when he's worried, he's like, "Please help me," but when he's not, he is winking at you to inspire you.
Mm.
He's a bard.
So inspiring.
Yeah, that's how bards do things, right?
Birds. Bards.
Hey,
A 22.
we love 22.
Bird is the word.
While you're going through all of the things over on this end, you find that they do have a lot of really nice furniture in here. They have tables, they have actual beds, not just like cots, like majority of places, but beds made with soft linen and very nice amounts of feathers inside of it. Very nice, very regal, very demure. In addition to that, however, you got the 22. Nice. So you find within one of the chambers that there is a statue of a tall standing man wielding a golden sword, a long sword. And the long sword can be displaced from the grip of the man.
I imagine that we should probably take that then.
Very good.
Whole dungeon collapses.
Yep, everyone deck saves. But yes, that's more or less what you find. South side.
South side. I'm just moving my finger so I know I'm south. I got. There we go.
I think South was Duke and you.
Duke and Cat.
Duke and
Oh,
Cat.
Duke followed? Oh, okay.
I mean,
Could Duke have? I mean, while they were conversating. Could Duke have tried to like round up all the unconscious and tied them together?
Oh yes, 100%. Sorry, I didn't explicitly say that, or I said that when I lagged out. I can't remember. But yeah, I just assume you can find all of the unconscious and bring them together. No problem. Let me.
Time to the pillar. We got enough rope for that.
Yep, I'm just putting them all together.
Actually, is that the lowest part of the facility right here? So all the water would have collected here?
Yes.
Yes, at least it'll be nice and moist.
Yep. So Duke, did you want to go to the south for the looting of this temple? I mean, exploration of this temple?
I mean, yeah, he's not gonna loot it, but yeah, you'll explore it.
Go ahead. Perception check between you and Kat. One can help the other, or both of you can roll.
I can help you. My perception isn't that good, Cat.
Okay. I will roll then.
Go for it.
19.
Perfect.
21 with my familiar's help.
Okay. Holy shit, Duke. They had a gambling hall. Inside of the gambling hall, they have a roulette table. They have all of the necessary equipment to run any card game. All of the chips needed, all of the necessary things for that. In addition to that, however, there appears to be an abandoned sack of money back there. There is 300 silver pieces and 89 gold pieces. No copper, though. Very strange. It's all missing.
Seems this place has been busy. Was booming at one point, at least.
You notice the tables, the chips, all of it has the symbol of the way inscribed into it. Your religion does not frown upon gambling.
Why should it?
Exactly. In addition to that, though, you do find that there's a kitchen hiding in the back. And although the majority of the food has been rotten or eaten by these fish folk, you do find 3 large 20-pound sacks of rice.
Ah, beautiful and bland, as all things should be.
Kat, you find the spices, though. They
This
have
is coriander. This cumin.
Saffron. Ooh, fancy.
paprika. Nice. But yes, that is everything everybody finds throughout this entire location.
Okay, getting back with everyone. So, did anyone find any medicine that might help Ada make something to cure?
We found money.
Yes. And I don't think we would have ever found a cure here, being that, the thing we killed wasn't natural.
Yeah.
Meaning not from here, so there could not be a cure from here unless we make one. Points to Edlin.
One thing we could do is if we go to, well, I assume there is a library in town, we could learn of whether or not someplace else has been visited by these creatures. Perhaps there has been similar situations somewhere, and there might already be a cure devised somewhere.
We could ask Cavo if he knows where to acquire more of that ointment that you have, or if they have a cure themselves.
Sure. Yes, but I didn't find anything specific down here. We found some soap, some nice linens, and some money as well. I assume, Duke, you probably want the money we found down here?
Well, we explored this temple together, so I believe whatever lootings that is to be had or whatever treasures is to be found should be split amongst us all.
Sure. I was just thinking if it belongs to the temple or something, you might have been reticent to split it up among ourselves.
It's no worries.
mean-
I will find my own way to try to restore. It will take some time, but I will try to restore the temple back to its former glory, one way or the other.
This is the way.
Indeed, it is. He smiles.
All right then. Should we go and try and see Cavo to see if Cavo in the library to see if we can find any known cures? As we can always make the trip to that mountain, which, Kat, do you know how long that might be based on where we are?
Cat with a map.
So you each get 5,000 copper pieces.
This is where all the copper went.
Yep.
It's good to work out with. But yes, Cat, I brought you over onto the map. So, Polvar is up here. You guys are down here in Exandria. Apparently,
Hey, look,
whatever he
it's-
was talking about was up here.
It's
yeah, that's way too far. Oof.
it's Vermissimo, and Vermissimo with not Vermissimo with a goatee.
Look, they're so much different. See?
Yeah.
So much different.
See, that's Vermicio and that's Gomicio because of the goatee.
So I guess we're all encumbered now with all this copper.
Stylax
Well,
is
you-
fine.
You can leave some
No,
here
Alex
if you...
he's encumbered now.
Oh, never mind.
I'm
can
not
leave
even
some
going
of
to
it.
try to take the 5,000 copper.
You can leave some of it here in case you want to come back and grab it and, take it to and fro. But
Where did
Yes.
we find that?
Perhaps we could just
What were you
put
saying,
it in. Yeah.
I was gonna say yes. If you all plan to eventually travel north, I believe I will at least tend to the scum here and see if I cannot take care of them myself, to turn them into the local authorities.
Yes.
Right. Well, we can gather all of the copper in the carts or something and drag it with us to get it exchanged for a more useful currency.
I hate to suggest it, but if Cavo and Vermissimo don't have a cure, Should you go ask one of the priests? As much as I dislike them, they might be able to help. I really don't want to do it though. I'd much rather go to the mountain before going to the priests.
These are cheaters anyway.
Your medicine is inefficient, and you should feel bad for it.
My medicine is properly understanding the affliction and not just, please fix this thing for me, dear God.
You know, I respect that. I believe that it is every humanoid's responsibility to tend
He
to
has
and take
crabs.
care of their.
What?
I got rid of that, thank you.
I said she, not you.
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Yeah. I'm saying you.
These abomination things, it does not know anything.
Oh, so you are clean. Good. Anyways, but I think it is the responsibility of us as humanoids not to depend ourselves on higher authorities, but to depend upon ourselves.
I
Now
agree.
You're talking my language.
I agree. That is why, as very reluctant as I am, that is an option. Like I said, I prefer for us to go to Pulva before ever having to rely on the priesthood. Ugh. No offense to your own beliefs, Duke, but I don't trust in deities.
I mean,
Spirits, yes. Deities, no.
What'd you say, Duke?
well, the way is more than it's more than just a deity. It is everything. But right, it's not so much. It might be religious teachings. It could be anything you want it to be.
So occult, got it.
It's like a vibe, right?
So
Yes.
you're spiritual but not religious.
No, that is a excellent way to put it.
Oh, wonderful.
I can accept that.
Well, I know about like druids also have a spiritual connection, but they are more acceptable. I mean, they are not. Most of them, at least, are not.
Oh,
Because
yes.
it is more spiritual than actual religious.
Right.
Yes, I'd much rather trust my life to a druid than a priest.
That's your call. They
But
don't
I-
bathe.
I think that depends on the church.
Right.
There's probably some religion of cleanliness or something.
Right. Let's go see Kavo to see if maybe they have any more of that ointment stashed away that could be purchased.
Bottling up the desire to panic. Fair. Just wait until the disco.
Would we, just as an aside note, just be able to take all that copper with us and get it transferred over to gold pieces? Someplace.
That would take a way long time.
I mean, you can just tell Stylax to do it, and that's what he's NPC doing for you guys right now.
Oh, well, yeah,
That's
fair
fine.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll ask him
Yeah.
and Beowulf to
Get to it, boy.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
no way you
wait,
could
isn't
carry
he
all of this.
affected as well. Oh no, he isn't. He's cured. He's cured.
Yeah, the
Yeah, he's
ointment.
cured.
Just
Okay.
challenge him and say he can't. He'll do it.
See which of you.
I
and
don't
Beowulf
think
can
you
do
could
this
do it
quicker.
in one trip.
Great. Now you're trying to kill the man. That's
Look, you just gotta get the vest, the one around the arms, one around the ankles. It's just a weighted suit.
anyway.
Strength training.
Yeah,
So
strength
I'll
training.
just, add 50 gold instead then.
Sure. So, everybody, do. You make your way back over to the library. Where is the library map? Labyrinth Den node, this one. Let's put Flittish on this map. Flittish isn't here yet.
Immediately trying to find Kavo.
Flittish, where's your character sheet? I never put you. Oh yeah, because you have like 6 sheets.
My actual character sheet is up under player characters 2024.
There it is.
And then all of my animals are down at the bottom,
Yeah, I need to
beneath
put
the
them.
torch.
I need to put them in their own folder.
Yeah, there's the one with the PC NPCs with all of those. Those can all be deleted. All the ones that are fixed are they say Flittish and then the animal.
Perfect. Now, you guys go running in, searching for Kavo as much as you possibly can, who eventually runs over to you guys, seeing Tamsin missed Flittish. Who's that?
A new companion, and we need your help with an affliction from an otherworldly creature.
He presses his lips into a fine line. Flittish, this young man looks like he hasn't even, fully crawled out from his bed yet. He is maybe 15 years old. Very young guy. And he's dressed like a little dork.
Considering how young we druids start our training, she will simply assume that he has a similar process to go through. So
Fair. Okay. Worldly? What? Is this
Yes.
something you need me for, or?
Well, possibly to figure out how to cure it, since we had this ointment that seemed to cure the process, but well, they need to be moisturized about every 1 to 10 minutes, otherwise they starts eating away at their skin.
And what caused this to happen?
Do we know it's an aboleth, or do we not know the name of it?
You know it's aberrant. You don't know that it's an aboleth specifically. What were you about to
And-
say?
Yeah, I wanted to, before we sort of left the area, I wanted to retrieve the brain out of the aboleth and put it in some...
The brain's gone.
Is it?
Remember, Cat was
Yeah.
stabbing it in the head repeatedly over and over again after it died?
Oh, right. Well, still, I'd pick up
The mush?
the remains of the brain mush of the aboleth.
Yeah, it's already dissected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have that stashed in some glass vials. I have some parts of his brain here.
Okay.
It was
If
in-
maybe this is something a wizard would pay for.
Yes, perhaps it is. Let me... sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, didn't want to make any chances. Some things regenerate even after death.
Good call.
It was some
Okay.
kind of aberrant creature.
An aberrant creature? Aquatic?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, I've been reading up on aboleths. I can help you!
Aboleth. Is that what it's called?
Aboleths, they're aquatic creatures that were once humanoid in nature, but corrupted by some foul, aberrant seal that seems to be upon them. A exterior membrane that's a part of them.
Right.
That sounds about right.
Have you, in your studies, well, I mean, if you've only recently started studying, but do you know if there is a potential cure for a first stage aboleth affliction?
Oh, yes, there's tales of people afflicted with it who were able to be restored to their previous states. You would need a very powerful druid who can reincarnate them. Or if you have
Reincarnate?
somebody, yes, or if you have someone of a high religious order, they could heal them of the affliction.
So no medical way to stave it off that you know of.
I mean,
But that
Hmm?
What was that ointment you had called? That seemed to help.
Eotum's ointment.
that doesn't sound like a wizard to me. Remember, we're treating that as like a medicine thing, not really a crafted magic item per se.
Right, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Give some levity to what you're doing. You know, just
Nice.
Well, if it's not a wizard thing, then maybe it's something that can be produced if we can find a book on it.
Sure. Yes.
Perhaps. Well,
There is still a small sample left in it. It's not enough to apply on anything, but it's maybe enough to discern
well,
chemically what the components are.
if you could take it apart and well, figure out what the compounds are, maybe. I'm sorry, I'm not really trained in herbs and silly things like that. I'm trained in the weave.
Right. Yes. Well, I will have a look at it when I have a chance. It seems like.
Good.
Yes.
I will say though, if somebody is afflicted with this, Tamsin, you just miss them again. The problem stems from within their life force itself. And it's impossible to shift somebody's life force without incredibly powerful magics. Ada, this is a common thing among mages. They all go, it's the life force. No, it's fucking blood. Like, blood is the life force that drives people. Like, there's mystical attributes to it, but it's fucking blood.
Yep.
I mean, you would have to rip the life force from them and recreate it from a whole new thing in order to do that. And even at that, you would have to fortify their bodies against that as well.
Could do a blood transfusion.
No, that spell wouldn't work.
It's not a spell.
What, life transference? Life
Blood
transference.
Blood transfusion.
We're saying the same thing, I'm sure.
It is a medical method. It's surgical, I suppose.
That sounds made up to me. What does it do with the weave?
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't see it helping.
Go on, Cat.
Savages.
No, I just think human intelligence is just lacking of the mystical properties that we're dealing with.
Hey, don't make fun of all humans.
I'm sorry, but you guys are a bit weird.
Oh, while you're here, Cabo, can you look at these 3 items?
Sure. Post them.
It's the suit of armor, the pearl embedded with chunks of coral, and the wooden mask.
The armor is a breastplate of doning and dofting. The pearl, are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
A pearl of power. And the mask, he identifies, tilts his head. I don't think any of you want this.
Why?
Well, you know how the weave doesn't specifically tell you something is cursed, but like
There's
you can.
a vibe.
I based off of the description that I've learned about it, I think this item is very heavily cursed, and I wouldn't trust it with anybody outside of Vermissimo.
What does it do?
No, thank you.
Is it a specific item that you have read about before? Or?
No. But it has a few different properties. When you don the mask, you gain an exceptional prowess for the stealth and for hiding and for assassinating individuals. However, it also seems to force you to not distinguish friend or foe any longer until the mask is removed. But if it happens to have a property that makes you not want to remove the mask, it won't be removed, meaning you will become the mask.
Well, perhaps there is some sort of thing that can be made to uncurse it.
That's not how magic works. But yes,
Uncurse it, she says.
I'm sorry he will continue to be condescending to your fake magic beliefs that you have, because he doesn't comprehend. It's life force, duh. Like, wait until you meet an artificer. You'll love him. Just
Yeah. I plan on becoming one.
yeah, wizards are fucking morons. Like,
Alright. Well, Verissimo is more than happy to buy it off us then for containment.
Sure. Do you have an asking price that I can go bring to him?
A cure for Flides.
Yes, a cure for what? Fliddish and Bobby Brown here.
Yes.
I don't care about Bobby Brown.
What? What do you? That is very. I thought we
Dude,
were good.
we got paid to just take you, corpse or non-corpse. She's more important.
He just looks down, embarrassed. Well, if he doesn't by chance have a cure for this,
We'll hold on to it. Perhaps find a different price later down the road.
Right.
very well. Let
Well,
me
it
go
seems
ask
to
him. Yes.
Seems to me it's at least apparent that someone should go about making a more easily accessible cure rather than just life force and magical weaving and all this arcane bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It's proven.
Sure, but there are other things that are also proven.
Yeah, like bloodletting. Next, you're gonna tell me leeches can cure diseases.
Yes, they can.
No,
But
that's.
they don't cure it. They drain out the sick blood.
Mm.
And then
But
you have
they
a blood
don't cure
transfusion.
it.
Yes, that's what I said. They don't cure it. The body
Exactly,
cures
so
it.
we're worthless. If they don't cure it, then they don't cure it. It's the body doing it.
They
Mystical
have other
properties.
uses than curing. And not everything is a instant cure. You need to let the body heal itself. That's what it's good at.
No, that's what magic's for. Heal itself.
God, I swear one day I will keep this cat.
What do the gods have to do with any of this? Anyways,
Can
let me go bring it up to him and see if he's willing to pay you for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I try to point or lead Ada to the right area where maybe there might be some books on that kind of salve? Because I know the decimal system of how everything's stored here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You being somebody who believes, even though you're a sorcerer, in medicine over religion or arcana. Sorry, it's when you say it out loud, it sounds right.
I believe in medicine over divine intervention, but
Yeah, as you are created through magical origin.
oh, magic exists. I just don't believe in divine magic.
Fair.
That's some hocus pocus.
Yes. Ada, you get to finally roll an investigation with advantage because Damson is helping you. Ada?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said someone else.
No, you. You get to roll an investigation
sorry.
advantage.
Yeah, all right. Investigation.
Finally.
21.
21s have it. So, going over there, you do find that there are medical tomes on the practices of aberrant creation, as well as the side effects of their being, the mucus that they produce, and the toxin that comes from their latches. Going over that, you do come to the realization that you are probably correct. If you could utilize some type of heightened salt-like material, but something that would dry up an individual's entire body, it would act as a preserving nature as you are doing a blood transfusion. Now, blood transfusions do work, but only if you have somebody of an exceptional healthy quality who is direct family to the individual you are doing it. And even at that, it's still like 50-50. Unless the bloodline is, what do you call that? Incestuous. But for what you are looking at, there's also a suggestion of, there's a theory of a way to identify different types of blood so that you know if somebody is compatible with somebody else. Now, you would have to get a couple of samples of blood from individuals, and then go through this very tedious alchemical process in order to identify if it is the proper typing to help an individual or not. After that, if you could get that high-quality salt that he was talking about, and then find somebody with spare enough blood, you could perform a transfusion that would absolutely solve this this aberrant situation, the aboleth situation. But also based off of your knowledge of the Dalkir corruption, based off of what you're looking at, you might even be able to cure that utilizing this method. It's a little bit of a stretch, and it's going to take you experimentation, but it seems possible.
Well, after a few hours of reading, I'll shout out "Eureka!" and throw a book at Damson. No,
Not cat, anyways, but Damson.
no, it's like a it's like a thing when you say "Eureka," you're supposed to throw a book. I think I have an idea here that might work, Damson. It might
All right.
actually even work for the Dalkir.
Just miss both Flittish and Bobby Brown. They've been with us the whole time. Well, that's good.
Oh, and
Uh,
they were with us. Okay.
Yeah, like I need to be close to them to miss them.
Yeah. If it's
Right,
been
yeah.
hours, it's every 10 minutes she's just...
Yeah, no.
Pew
yeah, I thought. Yeah.
Oh, the librarians hate you, adding all this moisture to the library. Ugh. Oh, the librarians hate you.
I had that thought myself, but I was just like, "Ah, we'll just-"
I'm trying to be no, I'm trying to be pretty careful with it, not just misting the whole book, like being like having it come down to like mist from above to below to be very careful. She doesn't want to get banned from this library. If she does, she's going to kill Ada.
The librarians will still freak out a little bit, but yes, you are being careful. You're doing it the right way. It's just...
Right. So I will need some samples of various different blood so I can make sure the blood transfusion will work. And also we need to make a, the ointment that I spoke of. There might already be some alchemical creations. I might find some recipes. Yes, so I might be able to even cure you of your condition, Lilish. I think. I will also add that there is a psychological aspect to this. Seeing as this is a very wet affliction, you will need to subject yourself to a lot of dry humor.
Whatever will I do?
Yes, the act of groaning or cringing will help you recover.
Excellent.
Okay, so we have that plan there. So we have to head to that mountain then, or do you think we might be able to find some kind of salt on the market in the more like alchemical areas?
Well, I mean, the mountain is it's quite a distance away, right? It will
Yes.
take us probably some time to go there and then to come back, and I have a wedding to attend.
Yes, but
I-
also Flittish is afflicted with a horrible disease that we need to cure immediately. We're not just going to leave her to suffer.
No, we don't necessarily need to cure it immediately. We need to be able to stave it off so that it does not progress.
And that's where I come in. Sorry, I was
Hello,
waiting for
Cabo.
you to be done your research before I interrupted all of you, but by the sounds of it,
Thank
you're
you
done
very
it.
much.
Yes. So I have Vermissimo's offers. The first offer he has, 2,000 gold pieces
Okay.
for the mask.
Okay.
Even trade. The second one he is offering is he is willing to give you 1,000 gold pieces and a magical item from his own treasury that he believes will be able to assist you in staving off the negative implications of all of this. It is a cloak that is innately always covered in moisture, but also gives you the benefits of being able to breathe underwater and swim underwater naturally. In theory, it should be able to assist you with, or one of you two, with staving off the negative implications altogether.
Okay. Right. I definitely think we should go for the cloak one, unless you're holding off on a third offer.
No. He told me to give you those two.
Those are the 2 offers for the mask.
Yes.
I say we keep the mask.
I too think we should keep the mask as well.
Right.
Can we purchase the cloak off of him for 1,000 gold then?
Allow me to go ask.
How much was he interested in the vial of aboleth brain?
Oh, yes, he was. 100 gold pieces.
Right.
If it was fully intact, he was going to offer you 500.
Right. Well, good to know next time. You know, that aboleth, I'll say after he leaves, that aboleth was the end stage. So if we just wait and let Duke's people grow a little bit, we could harvest them for 500 gold apiece.
Are you sure that was the end state? Because that was small.
But the mama was the end stage.
Are you sure on that?
That thing looks pretty young.
Yeah, like, I don't think that was the end stage. I think that might...
The
was
form of
too
it.
small.
Yes, it might be a juvenile, but I mean the last mutation stage, sort of. It might still grow in size and potentness.
Are you just making this up on the spot?
Most of it, yes.
Okay.
Aren't we all?
So, Vermissimo has decided that he will take you up on the offer for 800 gold for his cloak that he is offering to you instead of the 1,000. However, in compensation for the extra 200 gold that you are not going to have to pay him, he is asking that all of you maintain control over that mask and do not sell it to anyone else before allowing him to make a counteroffer.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, that sounds fine with me.
All right. And you swear upon the weave?
Yeah, sure. The cat puts their paw up. I swear upon the weave.
Good. Here's your cloak of the manta ray. You were absolutely right, Duke.
I'm going to look the cat. Cat, do you mind if I also use some of the gold of your gold to help pay for this for Flittish?
Yes, that is fine.
Okay. Because I also hold on to Cat's gold.
Yep. So 800 gold, but before you sell that item, you have to give him the option to counteroffer.
Yep. And I will hand the cloak of the manta ray to Flittish.
All right. So, for all intents and purposes, it's perpetually wet inside of the cloak. So, if you keep it up, you're constantly soaking.
Like dripping water everywhere I go.
More or less. Without disadvantage on stealth checks, because it just evaporates.
Okay.
Fliddish, are you? You can like change your shape into different animals, right?
Yes.
Have you ever tried changing your shape into something that has more than your normal set of limbs?
I don't think that I have.
No, because I was just curious if what happens if a druid changes shape into, say, a fly or a beetle. And
She was a seal.
Well, seal still technically has 4 limbs.
right, yes, but well, I've heard druid can talk, change into animals. No, I mean insects too, right?
Some do, yes.
Right. So what happens if a druid that has normally 4 limbs changes into something that has 6 limbs and then loses one of those limbs? Will he come back with 3.5 limb or 3 limb or how?
I don't know. Part of me wants to experiment with that, but at the same time, I don't want to run the risk of possibly losing an actual limb. So
Yes, I see. I certainly see that. I'm also thinking hypothetically, experimentally here. Like if it was perhaps a way of getting rid of the bad parts of your body that are infected.
See, I already thought of that. I was thinking of natural creatures with innate magic, but a lot of them are very hard to find and understand.
Well, there is another line of inquiry I think we should entertain. You know trolls, right? Trolls have naturally regenerative properties. If we can get on hands on some troll blood in addition to the normal human blood for the transfusions, that might help increase the potency of or the chance of success. However, I can't
Isn't
speak
the
to
blood
what other
poisonous?
potential effects it might have. It could also make you more ugly, like a troll.
I mean, you can also look for any other creatures that might have that property. I mean, we're in a perfectly good library.
Sure, yes. Troll was the first that came to mind.
And is that cloak require attunement, Joey?
Cloak of the Manta Ray?
Yes.
Everything else about it is normal for the Cloak of the Manta Ray, so I believe
It shouldn't.
Cloak of the Manta Ray isn't attunement? Nice.
It is not. That is why it's such a good item.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, not even attunement slot taken up for you, Flittish.
fantastic.
Okay.
But
I wanted to make sure, and in case I needed to sit with Flittish for an hour to get her too tuned.
no. You start experimenting, and 10 minutes go by without you getting misted, and yeah, you feel fine. Like, it's not the most comfortable thing by any means, but you feel fine.
Just soggy.
Mm-hmm. It's like your blanket got wet while you're at the beach, and you're using it to dry off. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely uncomfortable.
Perpetual feeling to have.
I mean,
Will heat it up so it's warm water.
Oh, that's better.
Or like wearing wet socks after.
Oh, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Oh my god, wet socks is the worst. But anyways,
It's like, great, I'm gonna have athlete's foot from forever now.
before you all leave, Duke, do you want to take them aside for anything?
Yes. Comrades, you have been very helpful in our travels, and you have helped me discover a temple here that of the way, and I believe that it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort from my end to focus on this endeavor. If you should need me, I shall be here to help you out in any endeavors that you go on to. But in the meanwhile, I believe that my place must be in the restoration of this.
I understand, Duke. I think we all do.
Yes.
Lean into do. Oh, go ahead, Ada.
I suppose we will stay in town for, at least a few times, dropping by now and then and check up on how you're doing. And if you have any any more memories come back to you, perhaps I can help out with that eventually. But like I surmised earlier, trying to do things that you think you have a habit of doing from your life earlier, it seems to be a way of triggering memories. So I believe with time it should come back naturally.
Yes, I believe you are correct there, and the temple will definitely assist in that. This is the way.
Sure, this is the way.
Cat?
If you need any assistance of the magical nature that isn't of the standard way, you have gracefully welcomed me into your heart and mind. I will give him my card.
Do you
Thank
speak
you.
Sylvan by any chance, Duke?
I do not.
You don't know any of these words.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it matters, but I am fey touched.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say you are then. You look at this card and, Cat, what does it read to Duke?
It will have Sylphie's assistants, heroes of the realm, and monster killer of beyond.
Very cool.
Ah, a worthy ally.
Indeed.
Gonna give Duke a hug before he departs. Like, if you need our assistance, just let us know and we'll come to your aid.
Much appreciated, Damson. And please, learn how to, if you ever have better comfortability controlling yourself in the airs with your wings, please teach me a thing or two. These wings that I could have, don't last quite as long as you. Perhaps, some training is in order for myself.
Of course. Also, would you be opposed if we borrow your library card?
Sure.
Wow, the real reason she's kissing up to you.
Library card, please.
Please keep it in pristine condition.
What?
It's okay. If it's faux ID, I turn into a mini Duke. I've got it.
Duke, you do have that nice breastplate armor. And can you imagine what the command words is to donate?
Right now, I'm drawing a blank. Sorry.
I am approaching.
I'm approaching is the command word to donate, and I'm leaving is the command word to doff it.
That's so good.
And I think this is where we're going to end the session, everyone. See you around.